Oh, come on. Welcome to the channel. I'm Hayes. I talk movies all day. Sometimes I talk about games. So subscribe right now if you want to be entertained. And today, I want to do a reaction. I want to do a reaction and then I want to do a review. This is Loki episode 1, brand new from Disney, or Disney Plus, Marvel, MCU. All of that, we're going to find out Loki's story now. Wagwan with Loki, we're about to find that out. When he took the Tesseract and disappeared, what happened? We're about to find out over the next, I don't know, like 8 episodes or however many episodes it is, but they're releasing them weekly. So yeah, the plan is to do one of these each week, see how it goes. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you like it. And if you don't like it, sorry, but you know, there's other videos on the channel. I've got other videos on the channel. Check those out. Subscribe. Check out my other channels as well. I do loads of stuff. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to watch the episode. I'm going to express my immediate thoughts and feelings as I'm watching the episode, otherwise known as reacting to the episode. And at the end of it, I'm going to let you know what I think, and we're going to have a little conversation in the comments. So, without further ado, let's press play. See what Loki episode 1 got to say. I guess right now he's doing his Tony Stark impression. And Tony Stark's fall should have killed him, by the way. I'm just saying. That fall should have killed Tony Stark. Just putting it out there. Alright, found him quick.
You're coming with us.
Well, you got time cops now. Time cop. Ross. That must have reminded him of the Hulk. That's where they're going to wipe their memories or something. What was he gonna run to anyway? It's like the robot from Moon.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
You know, I feel that pile should be a lot bigger for everything he's ever said. A lot bigger. Isn't going to read it first. Apparently, even a trickster god is capable of being tricked. I mean, assuming that's not everything he ever said, which I doubt it is, because that pile should be a lot bigger.
What if I was a robot and I didn't know it? The machine would melt you from the inside out. Please move along, sir.
Well, I guess we're about to find out. Maybe only two, and we still gotta respect the rules. Yeah, it makes you walk all the way around. Let me try to skip ahead. Don't leave the barriers, just no. Walk all the way around.
I should be here.
Is that Dolly Parton? I don't think that's Dolly Parton. Looks like the Flintstones. I mean, the style, the cartoon style looks like the Flintstones. A little bit.
We're not here to talk about the Avengers.
Oh no?
No. What they did was supposed to happen.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What the Avengers did was supposed to happen.
I thought there was no magic here. There isn't.
No magic, just CGI.
The timekeepers have built quite the circus.
If the timekeepers are setting this path, then choice doesn't really exist. Free will is just a myth. It's all an illusion.
Enough.
Oh. Imagine that though, oh mate. Oh, come on!
Also that others can achieve their best versions of themselves.
So if it wasn't for Loki, the Avengers wouldn't be as good as they are. Ooh, to have a good guy, you need a good bad guy.
Okay, Loki, I think we can finish up tomorrow and just pick it up.
Of course he wasn't going to hang around. But where did he go?
What difference does it make?
I want to know exactly what I'm being threatened with before I comply.
Big up Casey.
Some of the guys use them as paperweights. Some of them.
Keeps him in his drawer. But then, I guess they have multiple versions of timelines, and no one's going to say anything about a prisoner walking around though. He sees what's really supposed to happen. Imagine seeing your own death like that. One Loki. Scratch like a DJ. Not so nice now, is it, huh?
You do know yourself.
Again, it's therapy now.
We're hunting is you. I beg your pardon?
Okay. Loki versus Loki. You didn't get the oil to get rich. Well, that was episode 1. Oh, Loki. And oh man, I liked it. Let me say that, to be clear, right from the jump. I liked it. I enjoyed that. They did quite a few things in there. So it talks about the TVA, the Time Variant Authority. They talked about, you know, how that came about, the timekeepers, with the time masters, or the timekeepers, the time masters. But yeah, those guys, it was the three guys who brought it all together and to make sure that time stays in line. But there's also quite a few interesting concepts in there. So the whole thing about choice, and that, okay, so that we go through life thinking we're making choices, but the truth is everything we do is what we're supposed to be doing. But when Loki took the Tesseract after, you know, the Avengers came back in time, although they were supposed to go back in time, Loki wasn't supposed to take the Tesseract. So he made a choice. He actually made a choice outside of the choices that were made for him. That's an interesting concept, you know. So there's this whole thing about free will, the illusion of free will, whether, you know, we have free will or whether everything's predetermined, and that whole thing. So that's quite fascinating in and of itself. The idea that Loki is being recruited to hunt himself, that's pretty cool. We can see how that goes, but it looks like they're going back in time to 1858, I think. It's on screen. And, you know, the guy with the hood, I'd assume that's Loki. Of course, it could be somebody else, but I'm assuming that's the person they're trying to hunt. I feel like just from the end credits when it had like the kablooey thing, and I don't know, I kind of get the impression that the kids that they were talking to in the church when it pointed to the devil stained glass window, I kind of get the impression that was Loki in shapeshifted form. Maybe not. Maybe it was just a kid. I guess we'll find out as the episodes progress. But I'm thinking right now that kid was Loki in shapeshifted form. But that's an interesting idea. I think the idea of just Loki being recruited to catch himself, but it's a different Loki now that he's come off the timeline and he's seen what his time was supposed to be and realizing that he can't go back to that. And also that whole kind of therapy session with him and was it Owen Wilson's character? I can't remember the name right now, but why do you do the things you do? Do you enjoy hurting people? Why do you do this? And what it took to kind of get him to that point where he admits he doesn't like to do it, he feels that he has to do it. So what does that mean to Loki now that he's put that out into the world, this whole kind of therapy that they've had? You know, therapy could be a powerful thing. So now that he's admitted out who he is, why he is the way he is, you know, does he become this person that they can now trust? I guess that waits to be seen. But yeah, first episode of season 1, potential. I'll say season 1. Who knows? There could be just one season. The way these things go. Anyway, it's first episode. And yeah, definitely gets I like that. I think they did a lot of cool stuff in there. So yeah, big up to Marvel Studios for Loki, God of Mischief turned time detective, along with Owen Wilson. It was Owen Wilson that did, let me double check. It was Owen Wilson that did Idiocracy, wasn't it? Or was that Luke Wilson? I think that was Luke Wilson, actually. Yeah, that was Luke Wilson. So yeah, two different Wilsons, but they're both, I guess, in films relating to time travel. So, well, films, one's a film, one's a TV show, but in any case, yeah, they both does stuff related to time travel. Anyway, time travel itself is a fascinating concept, I think. The idea of going back in time. So if they're saying that by Loki taking the Tesseract when they went back in time, that wasn't supposed to happen. But then they're also saying that the Time Masters know the future, know this. If they knew what's going to happen, then surely they knew that when Avengers come back in time, Loki was going to take that. Like, they must have known that if that's the case, that they know everything. But apparently by doing that, that wasn't what he's supposed to do. So, and if they know he was supposed to do it, wouldn't they have done something to prevent it? Or by the fact that he's taken it and is now in this place where they help, isn't that supposed to happen? You know, because if they're using Loki now to catch Loki in the past, isn't that supposed to happen? So it's kind of like, well, between what's being planned out and what is choice, and are these really choices, you know? And if so, then everything that he did is what's supposed to happen. He was supposed to, well, not take the Tesseract, and then, you know, his mother dies and then he dies eventually. But at the same time, he's supposed to take the Tesseract. So I feel like, isn't both really supposed to happen if now they're using him to potentially catch himself? So that's a whole thing, right? That's just a whole thing. But anyway, like I said, I enjoyed that first episode. Looking forward to next week's episode. Next week, can't even talk right now. Next week's episode. That's what I think of Loki episode 1. What do you think of Loki episode 1? Let me know down below. And while you're there, be sure to like, subscribe, and drop a suggestion if you don't mind.